Okay guys, let's discuss a question on shares and dividend. I have got it out from one of my students. So let's help her out. So the question says, a dividend of 9% was declared on rupees 100 share selling at a certain price. The rate of return was 7.5% or 7.5%. We have to calculate the market value and the amount invested to get a dividend of 1260. The question tells us 9% was the rate of dividend. So we write over here given. Rate of dividend is 9%. It is selling at a certain price, but it is a rupees 100 share. So it means that face value per share is rupees 100. Now when I know that the face value per share is rupees 100, I can get over here the next part, which is the rate of return, which is 7.5%. Now guys, remember one thing over here. The rate of dividend is actually the gives annual income, and the rate of return gives actual profit percent on the investment. So let us first of all see the first part, then we'll discuss about the second part. To find market value per share, we say over here annual income per share is nothing but rate of dividend multiplied by face value per share. Remember guys, the income or the dividend is always calculated on the face value because we are talking about the annual income. So the dividend, when I apply to the face value, I get over here 9 upon 100 into 100, that is rupees 9. So that is the amount that the person will receive per share per year till the period he holds the shares in his account. Now because I want to find out the market value, as I told you, actual profit on investment. Investment is generally done at the rate of market value per share and not at the rate of face value per share because this happens very rarely. In this case, because they both are different, it is very clear that the dividend rate and the profit percent, they both are different. So I consider rate of return is annual income per share divided by market value per share into 100. What is the rate of return? 7.5. What is the annual income? 9. We don't know the market value because we want to calculate that into 100. Just basic cross multiplication, students, and you will be ready with your answer in no time. So that is 9 into 10 upon 75 into 100. Just in case if you are not so good at calculating the decimals, remove that decimal by multiplying and dividing by 10. This both goes with 5, 5 times 2, and that will go with 5 into 15. Now this both go over here with 3, so 3 into 1, 3 into 5, 5 into 1, and 5 into 20. So 3 into 2 gives me 6, 6 into 2 gives me 12, so the answer is rupees 120. So we are ready with market value per share, which is rupees 120. Now the second part, to find the investment amount. Let amount invested is rupees X. So as per the question, it wants total obtained annual dividend of 1260. So we say that 7.5% of the investment, which is X, is the profit or the income, which is 1260. So I will get over here 7.5 upon 100 into X is 1260. So X is equal to 1260 into 100 upon 7.5. Therefore X is equal to 1260 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 100 and divided by 75. Once again, as I told you in the beginning, if you are not so very good with calculation of decimals, then convert it into a whole number by multiplying and dividing with 10. And when we solve this fraction, we get over here X is equal to 16800, which is basically 16,800. So it means that, therefore, amount to be invested is rupees 16,800. So that's your final answer. I hope this helps.